First, thank you for Grace's invitation, and I'm glad to be here tonight. And before I come, I did some research, and I found there's one thing common between Central and Common Toastmaster. Do you know what's it? Yeah, we have meeting on Wednesday.
Yes, also.
Yeah, exactly. We have the same founder. Tell us why, right? So I suppose we share.
Tell us why.
Right? And so I suppose we share some
The same
characteristics of our founder, right?
Father.
Smart, but sometimes naughty. Right? But by the way, I do find one thing both come in common. We have very nice members. I was really impressed when I came in, and I was warmly welcomed by Paul, David, and I also really surprised that I got a lantern, print, right? Not handwritten. So give a big applause to your organizing team. So even the sister clubs, I'm going to give my honest evaluation. And I'm going to evaluate the preparation, the setup, and all the speakers not being evaluated here tonight. So first on the preparation, I remember on Monday I received the agenda, Grace. So it seems that by that time the meeting, everything is almost in place. And it's very good that you have good preparation. And also I received an update on Tuesday. And although there's still something missing, but when I came in, I found the agenda, everything is in place. And even more exceptional is no last minute change. So it's really great. So definitely you are a very organized, very disciplined clubs, happy members, commit and they do it. So now I start with the just one minor thing. The agenda is very informative and well prepared. It's just one minor thing. The font a little bit small, right? So be considerate to senior members. Now I start with the opening remark made by Craig. So Craig did a very appropriate opening. He started the meeting in sharp 7:15. It's also quite exceptional in Toastmasters. And he started with some remarks related to the theme of this month or this meeting, April Fool, right? He started this very appropriate, and also he gave a warm welcome to all the audience. So this is very appropriate. Just one thing, when we introduce the TM of the night, Sam, I would like to, you mention a little bit more about Sam. Because maybe you are too familiar with Sam, or you suppose everyone knows Sam, but as a visitor, myself, I want to know more about Sam before he came out, so we can better connect with Sam. And our TME Sam definitely did work very good preparation. So also we start with still remember because the theme is April Fool, so we start with a joke, right? The Cafe de Carol. Still remember that? So it's definitely well prepared and well thought out starting of it. And of course, he did many good things as a TME, like provide some good transition between speakers, linking up the speakers, and also give some good introduction to speakers. And just one thing, maybe I missed or not, you may give us gentle reminder to the audience that you switch off the phone. Because after the meeting started, I just found that myself, my phone is still on after the meeting. So maybe you should remind the audience to switch off the mobile phone or switch to the vibration mode at the beginning of the meeting. Another minor remark is on your introduction of the speakers. You did very well introduce the speakers. You provide the background of the speakers. But on the facilitators, I found that you did not mention a lot on the facilitators. So maybe you can just tell the audience more about the background of the facilitators as well. Now, I believe the facilitators at the end of the report. So I go to the table topic evaluator. Chi Wei, right? Chao Wei, sorry, yeah. Chao Wei. My comment to your evaluation is one word: amazing. You're such an amazing speaker, right? You agree?
네.
I just I can't imagine how you can organize such a not an event, just a speech, right? So well organized in such a short time, and it's something. It's the your way of presenting the evaluation is something new to me. You did not evaluate each speaker individually. Instead, you provide a group evaluation, and you're such a attentive listener and such a good organizer. You just group the good points of the speakers in 3 groups: the egg has, the egg tart, and I forgot the another one, egg box. And so it seems that you're such a good speaker or organizer, and even you just give your evaluation without notes. It's very extraordinary, I have to say. But maybe just one thing I want to say is, as a speaker, I do want to get some specific comment from the evaluator. Although you provide some general comments on the speakers and or advice to them, however, as a speaker, when I come out to speak, and at the end, I really want something from the evaluator, at least one point for me to take home. So maybe you consider, in addition to give a general comments in a whole, as a whole, do give some specific comments to individual speakers so that it can benefit them more. On individual evaluators, Vinci on Stella. Yeah, Stella is the portrait 1, right? I speaker. And yeah, Vinci is a very careful, attentive listener. And for portrait 1, objective is to just a voice speech so that the speaker to tell more about herself to the audience, and at the same time to find out what speaking skills the speaker possesses. So Vinci did real well that you point out what the speaker did well. So the speaker knows what skills he has. And on this aspect, you did real well. But since this is a ice-breaking speech, usually we will try to give more encouraging comments rather than making detailed comments, because the speakers can have many chances in the later projects to improve themselves. So maybe you can allocate more time in giving more encouraging comments, and also your facial expression looks a little bit too serious. Okay, so you can be more give more smiling, and also don't forget to leave another applause to the first timer. It's important, right? So the second is Sarah on Diana. Sarah. Yes, Sarah is probably Sarah is probably a very experienced evaluator. So she evaluates based on objectives, right? The project 2 is organization. So she mentioned the objective and then evaluate based on objective. How well the speaker delivers speech based on meeting the requirement or the objective of the speech. And Sarah made some comment on the delivery, like eye contact or not using those, right? It's very valid and agree with that. particularly if since Diana is an experienced speaker, he already possesses those skills. But I think you may deliver these comments in a more encouraging tone rather than a comment on because it's just project 2, right? So the first is Paul or Andy. Wow, Paul also deliver a very, very good speech duration. But one thing I just want to say, because it's on the very persuasion and objectives. So I would like to say whether you find Paul's speech is effective or not in terms of persuasion. Whether you are persuaded by Paul's speech, but because you just mentioned on the details of the stories, but never mentioned about whether it's effective or not, whether you are buying Paul's viewpoints. The last one, Jackie and Grace. Wow, Jackie, of course, a very experienced speaker, and so the evaluate according to objectives. And with just minor, maybe you can have better time control and at the end give a conclusion to the overall evaluation. Okay. So I keep it quick, right? For the facilitators, I think everyone did a good job. And so, but just one point on the facilitators, maybe the facilitators can take these opportunities to deliver just take it as speaking slot. Don't take it as a routine. And you can give a mini speech like Subi. And he did, I enjoy his evaluation report. I mean, facilitated report is quite exceptional. Yeah. It's not just a recording, but just give a really good speech, enjoyable speech. And okay, all in all, I enjoy this meeting very much. And yeah, I know I did over time, so I keep it stop. And thank you again, and I would like to come here again.